In this episode, did you know there's a limit in Iowa to how many chickens you can have in your backyard?
And on the flip side, HOTTOGO, get this song out of my head. Well, we also talk about why Pitbull is taking over college football. And I talk about one of the most disgusting, un-American things I've ever seen in a grocery store. But we might try it in the podcast next week. Mike, hit the music.
Hey, what's up? Hello. That's a throwback to a song. Welcome back to another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. My name's Mike. Alongside with me is my best friend, my roommate for life, Mr. Matt Summers. Matt, how are you? How are things?
Why are you crying?
No, I was kind of wincing.
What song were you referencing?
I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello.
Oh, yeah, nice. Okay, yeah.
1738.
I wrote the Taylor
Hey.
Swift, it's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. I was like, what? That's not correct. I'm doing good, Mike. How are you? I have a lot of things that's happened in the past week. Most of it we'll get to later in the show. I guess quick question, are you having fun?
Are you having fun? Yeah.
We'll get to that later in the show. I'm
looking forward to it.
it's electric. I think there's one thing I didn't tell you about that.
What about
little preview. I went to see Igor in the Red Offices again. I'll give an update later in the show.
So for those who don't follow me at Mike Gambita, I feel like I have to share it because if you saw my Instagram story or my Facebook story, because my Instagram story automatically shares to my Facebook story.
Yeah, I don't like, mine does that too. I don't like that.
Whatever. Can
you hear the thunder in my microphone?
No.
Oh my gosh. I almost couldn't hear you speak.
Oh.
Is this the hurricane that's hitting us right now?
It's Little Debbie coming after us.
Little Debbie her muffins are just raining terror on us right now.
We're going to see if we have our full episode here. We'll find out.
Chocolate chip sized hail is flying from the sky.
Oh, God. Anyway, so love a content creator, Trent Miller on TikTok. If you don't know him, you should look him up. He is, let's just say, the originator of Speed Tour, where he goes around houses doing a speed tour, and he released merch. And of course, I copped the merch. And this merch, obviously, it says Speed Tour on the front of the boob or tit or pectoral, and then on the back it says, "I'm gonna turn around really quick, but I'll come back around."
Yeah, I'll read it. This is the garage.
No, this is the garage. So I got it. And I also got a nice note from him, too. You can't really see it because of the lighting. So
I saw that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's very cool. He also shared your story.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Do you ask him to come on the podcast?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll find out. But yeah, he said, thanks for ordering, Mike. 3 exclamation points.
His videos, I had no idea who he was. And then April saw your story and he was like, oh my gosh, that's the speed tour guy. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I watched 2 of his videos, absolutely electric.
Yep.
At first I was like, all right, so this is like a bit. And she's like, no, he's an actual realtor. I was like, are you serious?
Could buy the houses that he tours.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's also kind of local to us.
Moving to Texas, though.
Ah,
I know.
Damn.
I know.
Shit.
That was a nice, strong connection. And then I saw he had another speed tour today at the time of this recording, and he said, I'm moving to Texas. And I'm like, no.
Oh, damn. See, I had dreams of like him coming out of the pod and then collab where we did a speed tour with him.
I will say, I saw that he has an upcoming collaboration with Bowling Green State University. Nice choice of the university utilizing his skills for a collaboration post. That's fantastic.
Genius.
All right, Matt.
Yep.
Any updates from you besides what we'll talk about later?
Shout out America in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kicking ass.
Woo!
Catching names. Oh, did you see that we suck in 3v3 basketball?
I saw LeBron kind of being like embarrassing dad dancing with Zuri, hanging out, his daughter and his wife. That's all I saw out of that.
Okay. I don't think that was 3v3 basketball. I don't think that was basketball at all.
Anywho, I did not know.
Yeah, the men's didn't even make the out of the group stage.
Oh.
And then the women may have gotten bronze. My issue with it, how come we don't use NBA players in 3v3 basketball? How does that make any sense?
We just go for the gold for regular basketball, you know?
Yeah, the guys that don't make the Olympic actual basketball team should play 3v3 basketball. That should just be it.
Not a bad idea, Matt.
Yeah, they should get relegated.
All right, Matt.
Yes.
I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
We're going to talk about poultry today.
Poultry, meat.
Yes.
Eat
Chicken.
all meat.
All right, so I want you, everybody, if you're not driving, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to feel this sense of anger, sense of hate, sense that you cannot believe the government did this to you. And you're standing on Capitol steps of Des Moines, Iowa. And you're so upset, but you're holding on to something. You're holding on to something fluffy. It's kind of like wiggling a little bit. It's a little bit alive. And all of a sudden, you start hearing, "Quack, quack, quack, quack." Matt, you're holding a rooster.
Okay.
Did that set the scene far enough for you?
I open my eyes now.
Yeah, you can open your eyes.
Okay. A lot of emotions went on in that 30 seconds, whatever that was. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Des Moines, Iowa is considering new regulations for backyard chickens and roosters.
Oh.
So, they're reducing the number of chickens allowed in a residence from 30 to 12.
Oh, that's bullshit.
The proposal includes banning roosters due to noise complaints in neighborhoods. So, you know what the public did? They did the same thing I walked you through. They protested at City Hall, organizing a chicken parade led by Ed Fallon, not in any relation to Jimmy Fallon. But the protest involved marching with their chickens from the state house to City Hall.
Right off the bat, they messed up. They sort of called it the chicken coup. That's on them. And you know what? If they don't win, I don't feel bad because they should have called it the chicken coup. That's on them for the city of Iowa. What do people expect people in Iowa to do if they can't raise chickens? I mean, what kind of society do they have there other than corn and chickens? The Iowa football team sucks. They got nothing. And beer.
They do have University of Iowa, which brought Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. Okay, yes, they have. Well, yes, Caitlin Clark.
All right, wait,
they can
Iowa
claim
University, University of
her.
Iowa?
University of Iowa.
U of Iowa. Yep,
University of Iowa College of the town.
State school.
State school, yes. Community. University of Iowa Community College.
God, we're off the rails. So, of course, the government had to respond. So, City Manager Scott Sanders issued a statement on Friday suggesting the need to amend the proposed restrictions. So, Matt, the cockfest made it work. So, quote, Sanders believes the city can find a way to amend the proposal to, quote, better serve the whole community, including chicken owners.
I would have to imagine a large majority of these community members own chickens. No? Yes?
This is going to be a statement, but I think Iowa is very farmland.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah.
I also, you know what I'm trying to envision? What does a town in Iowa look like? Like, does it look like a small town in like where we live?
It's not like cities with like big skyscrapers.
Yeah, they just have tall cornfields.
Like 30, like you got your typical, like you got your church in the middle, and then you got like your two diners, you got like a laundry dryer space, and then you got houses.
A lot of dive bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That one gas station that everybody fills up at.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, everybody goes to the same gas station.
Sorry
That's
for
correct.
the people of Iowa.
Yeah, this is tough. At my old job, we had a guy from Iowa, and everybody. This is maybe bad. I'm just gonna say everybody just made corn jokes at him all the time. Like there was a time where, again, I worked in minor league baseball. We set up like a Field of Dreams thing in the outfield. So like we'd order corn stalks, and we just put him in charge of putting up corn stalks.
So obviously, not only the city manager, but the assistant city manager, Malcolm Hankins, tasked with drafting the amendment.
Shout out Malcolm.
The quote, Hankins stated, after listening to council member concerns at the July 22nd council meeting, we believe there is a better path forward for the amendment to this ordinance at a later date. At
a later date. So we need to know now. Also, shame on America. I mean, there's nothing else going on in the world or in the country. How is this not the biggest news story going on right now? I mean, this should be national headline news.
Oh, so
Stephen A. Smith should be talking about this on the show.
We got to tweet at him. So, new rules might allow roosters with specific requirements, and then you have to license the chickens, and a process to manage nuisance animals suggested.
What?
Yeah.
The licensed chicken? That seems like animal cruelty.
What?
Seems like animal cruelty.
What'd you say, Curity?
I don't know. What did I say? You said no, because you said licensed cock, and I was like, threw me off. Licensing chickens is animal cruelty.
He had the 3 best fighting cocks. Anchorman 2 for anybody.
I didn't even know that reference.
Yeah. Well, that was when Veronica told Ron that he took.
Let's get back to the chickens. Back to the chickens.
Yeah.
Walter.
Walter.
Okay.
Told Walter that Veronica said that Ron took Walter to a cockfight, and he said he had the 3 best cocks winning in that game. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure this is 3 episodes in a row of you referencing Anchorman 2, by the way.
Yes. I'm okay with that.
Okay, it's fine. You can't give me any more shit from referencing my mom's margarita maker anymore.
I had different quotes from Ron Burgundy.
I am so sorry to anyone who's tuning in for the first time. I am so sorry. Actually, this is kind of a fire episode. I'm not gonna lie. I need to know how many people attended this chicken parade. Why did they call it a parade if they stormed city? Storming the Capitol is. I'm not actually say that. Phrase.
They didn't want a chicken coup because they didn't want the coup to look bad compared to another coup that happened in 2021.
2021. Was that 20? I just assumed that was 2020.
Yeah. Well, the election happened in November of 2020, and then the coup happened in.
Got it. Yeah.
2021.
Still, calling it a chicken coup, I mean, that would have made it national headline news.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, they needed that. The chicken parade needed a marketing manager. They just clearly didn't have one. I need to know how many people attended this parade and how many people were affected by this ordinance.
Great question, Matt.
That is a great question because I would assume if this many people are mad about it, it's got to be a lot. But then that begs the question: who's making these noise complaints, and do they know they live in Iowa?
It's also interesting too, just because considering certain areas, like we'll take New York City for example. Like, could you imagine putting a noise ordinance on like cars honking their horns? Like, there's this constant noise that happens in New York City, and then like, can you imagine like in Iowa, you're mad because chickens are yelling?
Yeah, that could be a weird. Like, do you think they're like? I almost said mooing. I don't know what's happening. Do you think they're clucking at like 3 a.m.? Like, what's the noise? What's quiet hours for chickens?
Quiet hours, probably like 6 a.m. is when the sun rises. So I'd say maybe from like 5:30 till about 5:30 a.m. is when it ends. Probably in the morning, it's like 1 o'clock.
So I have a question I'd also like to ask you.
Okay.
What's the difference between 30 chickens and 12? Because 12 still seems like a handful.
18.
Thanks. What I meant was, if you have 12 chickens, they're still going to make noise.
Yeah, maybe it's because the amount of chickens. Like maybe they're stronger in numbers.
Get each other riled up.
They get each other they ruffle their feathers up. You know what I'm saying?
What if they were just watching the Olympics, like real time? Like they're up at like 5 a.m. just like cheering on the 100-meter dash.
It's like they go to the club.
Yeah,
they play the chicken dance the whole time.
Yeah, I think that's offensive to chickens. Do you think the chicken dance is offensive to chickens?
Where are we going?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't know though.
I'm calling a chicken. We're gonna ask it on a pod.
Hold on. Let me ask ChatGPT. Continue.
Oh, okay. Well, Matt, I have another story that involves chickens.
Okay, go for it. Oh, where's my app? There it is.
It involves the Supreme Court, Ohio Supreme Court. So it's gonna be a good one.
Yep, love it.
All right. So a guy named Michael Berkheimer suffered serious medical conditions. Oh, by the way, this is all based on the Associated Press. Want to make sure I give my credit to where credit is due. Suffered serious medical complications after getting a bone stuck in his throat while eating boneless wings at Wings on Brookwood, in Hamilton, Ohio. Matt, the bone caused a tear in his esophagus and an infection leading to emergency medical treatment.
Shit.
Guess what the court ruled?
That it's still a wing, so it has bones?
So let me just kind of back it up a little bit. So, of course, Michael took action, sued the restaurant, the supplier, and the farm that produced the chicken for negligence, claiming the restaurant failed to warn him that, quote, boneless wings could contain bones. The Supreme Court of Ohio, in a 4-3 favor of the restaurant, stating that, quote, boneless wings refer to a cooking style and that it is common knowledge chickens have bones.
So I don't disagree. So I'm going to liken this to the person that sued McDonald's for the hot coffee that spilled and burned them, and they won like $1 million some because they didn't tell them it's hot coffee. The hot coffee was hot. I don't think that person should have won. Yes, it's boneless wings, but there's no chicken with no bones in its wings. So I do understand that is a cooking style. Yeah, that's my take on that.
I'll actually side with you. Chicken bites or boneless bites? Well, actually, no. That still follows the boneless. Buffalo Wild Wings. Do you want bone in or boneless?
That's the same thing.
Having a bone in is the same as boneless.
No. But what do you mean? Why'd you bring up Buffalo Wild Wings? Because it's still boneless wings.
Because this person choked on a bone from boneless wings.
Yes.
And if I go to Buffalo Wild Wings and ask for boneless wings, I am assuming, but I'm almost I'll say guaranteeing that there is no bone in those wings. Or do we just all call it chicken nuggets?
That's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to take it a step further, because boneless wings are a bit thicker than... No.
Wings need bones.
The wings should be wings.
Yes.
If you're going to sell quote-unquote boneless wings, the new name, people are going to love it, thick chicken nuggets. Because boneless...
Thick nugs.
Thickum nugs. Yeah, because boneless wings are thicker than like chicken nuggets you buy at the store. They should just call them thick chicken nuggets.
Thick chickens.
People would eat that, or go with what thick chickens is good. I like that
chickens.
too. Go with like Wendy's and just call them saucy nugs, which I need to try those. They look phenomenal.
Saucy nugs.
Wendy's has new saucy nug. It's just chicken nuggets in like a sauce.
Okay.
So I think they should just call them. Well, Wendy's probably has a trademark, but yes, just call them chicken nuggets. It makes it way easier.
I was not expecting where that conversation was going, but.
So ChatGPT said in the question, is the chicken dance offensive to chickens? The answer, the chicken dance isn't intended to be offensive to chickens. It's a lighthearted and humorous dance often performed at parties and celebrations. The dance mimics the movements of a chicken and is meant to be fun and entertaining, not disrespectful to the actual animal. There we go. Not offensive to chickens.
And I am ending my poultrific segment with that.
Horrible pun.
Yeah, that was really bad.
We had a great segment up until right there. Ruined everything. Ruined it all.
Oh, man.
We will slide on into the second half of the show with some Down in the Dumps. Like, I actually have a lot, so I'm just going to start. I'm going to rattle them off.
Go for it.
My first one's just a pre-Down to the Dumps, and we kind of mentioned
pre-downy,
a pre-down to the dumps,
pre-down.
It's gonna rain like all weekend
Cats
long.
And dogs.
And on Saturday, I'm supposed to go to the Yankees game on a bus trip.
Ooh.
And Sunday, I just found out I'm in a golf tournament.
Ooh.
So I think Sunday might actually be okay. Actually, they might both be okay.
Okay. So
this down to the dumps might not happen. If the rain stops when it's supposed to, I actually might get a doubleheader on Saturday and get the golf on Sunday. That'd be sick. All right. For actual down to the dumps, Mike, I have to text you a photo just so you can confirm that I'm not lying.
Okay.
So April and I went to the store last night just to get a few quick things. And we went to the local grocery store right by our apartment. And I saw something in the dairy aisle that, quite honestly, it's disgusting.
Wait, I have an idea.
Would you? Don't look at your phone. Don't look at your phone.
Oh, I saw it. Shit.
Is that what it was?
No.
Okay. What was your idea before I get into this? I'm curious.
There are these hard-boiled eggs that come in a bag, and one is like buffalo flavored, and I think it's the grossest thing ever. It's near the egg section.
Speaking of the egg section, can you explain to me how liquid eggs are cheaper than regular eggs? Because they did the work for you.
Actually, they probably crack the shell in a machine, and then you have like the goop where it's like there's the transportation costs.
Anyway, in the grocery store, in the milk aisle, is individual bottles of Eggo milk. If you're wondering what Eggo milk is, it is maple waffle flavored milk that is coming straight from the depths of hell. Why is this in the grocery store? Listen, waffles are great. Maple syrup is great. It's a great combo. Better than pancakes and waffles. Milk is great. I don't need to drink maple waffle flavored milk. That's disgusting. Eggo, you should be ashamed of yourself. Americans, if you buy this, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Mike, your thoughts?
The Nestle, to me, like that top of that reminds me of the coffee
Kellogg's
creamer that I have.
Oh wait, no, it is a Nestle.
Like the coffee creamer. But then I'm looking at your photo, Matt. So it's the photo of the section of Nestle Sensation. So it's looking for a sensation. And to the left, I see a Nesquik, like the little chocolate rabbit.
Yeah, that one's strawberry, but
so okay, thanks. So my thought was, oh, this is a coffee creamer. But then because I saw the Nesquik on the left, I thought to myself, okay, so this is truly a flavored milk. This is disgusting.
Can I backtrack to something you said?
Yeah.
Do you have Eggo coffee creamer?
No, I have.
All right.
What's the
Coffee Mate?
Coffee Mate? The red top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like that for a second. I'm like, oh, it's a coffee creamer. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. There's a Nesquik to the left.
Not pictured right to the right of it. Kind of pictured. Like there's a blue bottle there.
Yeah.
With the that was Frosted Flakes.
Okay.
That one I'm okay with because you basically pour milk into the Frosted Flakes.
How much would I have to pay you to drink this, raw dog?
So here's what I'm also gonna say. As much as disgusting as this is, I would review it on the podcast. I would do that.
If you buy one this weekend and I buy one this weekend, we'll test it next week.
Have you seen this in the store near you? Can you
get it? I have
not,
but I'm willing to try.
Okay. Let me know if you can get it in the store near you, and then we can review this next week.
Perfect.
I cannot wait to shit on this thing. It's gonna be,
I cannot wait to literally shit after drinking this.
It is going to be horrible. Next up on my list, I referenced it earlier. Not the Down of the Dumps. I did get to see Igor and the Red Elvises. Igor at Music Fest this past weekend. He was electric. He was great. Played all the hits. Let me remind you all of the hit songs. The tragic love song about Leonardo DiCaprio. Heavy metal song called Refrigerator. I Want My Honda Back was great. Which I can't actually, I'm not going to say on the show how he introduces I Want My Honda Back. Mike, I'll tell you afterwards. It's kind of eye-opening how everybody reacts. Closet Disco Dancer, my personal favorite. However, the real reason why it's my Down to the Dumps, he has a song, Smell the Bacon. He gets everybody excited by just going, bacon! Just for a few 20 seconds, everybody's just, bacon! I bought a bacon suit similar to the one I was photographed of the 4-year-old by at my old job to wear it for Igor. I was hoping Igor would see me in the crowd before he played it. And I went to them with April and some of our friends. They were lifting me up in the air as the song was starting to try to get his attention. He did not get my attention. Oh. I did not get his attention. I did not get to join Igor on the stage.
That's upsetting.
Yeah. However, I do have good news. I did have a chance to go up to him after the show. I don't know did I tell you this?
Yeah.
Yes. And then he saw me immediately, and in a much better Russian accent than I'm going to give, he goes, "I love that suit." So that was cool. But sick. I was hoping to get on stage. I was on local TV, which was pretty sick.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. What else do I have? Oh yeah, we can't get a stadium named after us, and that really sucks.
Wait a minute, what?
So today, actually, a recording day, a couple hours ago, I don't know if you saw this. You definitely didn't. Florida International University,
FIU,
has FIU. They have a new sponsor and name for their football stadium.
Okay.
It's called Pitbull University. Pitbull Stadium.
Pitbull Stadium. Okay.
Yep. Sponsored by Pitbull, the singer. Pitbull.
Like Dale, like Mr. 305.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
It's called Pitbull Stadium. He paid $1.2 million for the next 5 years to have it called Pitbull Stadium. I swear it's real.
I'm upset. They could have done like Mr. 305 or Mr. Worldwide Stadium, but
Mr. Worldwide Stadium.
Mr. Worldwide.
How awesome is it that he just bought naming rights to a stadium?
I will say I haven't followed too much of Pitbull and his academic expertise, but he's super serious about academics.
Is he? I didn't know that.
I believe he has. Now I got to look it up. I believe he has a master's. Hang on.
Master's in.
He has a graduation.
Not gonna make a joke. Well, actually, he would have a master's in music or education or something like that. Would make sense. Mike is deep in the internet right now.
Honorary degree from Miami's Doral College Tuesday in honor of his support for education.
How awesome is that, though? Like, if you go to FIU, horrible football program, but you're basically sponsored by Pitbull.
I wonder if he has like a statue in there.
So I got to find the post, and I'll try to find it at some point during the podcast. He's getting like a bunch of other shit from this deal, too, which is,
This deal.
again,
his gift.
well, I mean, yeah, something like that.
You work in
You can
fundraising,
call it.
right?
I sure do. Here we go. I lied. It's not 1.2 million. In a 5-year, $6 million deal, Pitbull is getting the following: naming rights to the FIU stadium, his Volley 305 vodka sold at games.
What?
Like as drinks, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And drinks. 2 suites for up to 40 people. Use of the venue for 10 days a year. That's pretty sick.
Perform.
That's
sick.
Yeah, that's like already 10 pre-scheduled concerts. And the title of, quote, official entrepreneur of FIU athletics.
That's cool.
That's a badass title to
That's
have.
a badass thing.
Not as badass as Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
But yeah, good job for Pitbull. What stadium do you think we can buy the naming rights to?
There's this baseball field down the street.
Yeah.
They probably just want like a sign made and then for us to put up the sign and then it's named
Yeah.
after us.
Yes. Yeah. And we have to cut the grass every week.
We have to cut the grass.
That's
the field.
Yeah. I still have more. I hate CapCut. CapCut sucks.
Oh, sorry.
It won't allow me to use captions anymore and export videos. So I have to try to find another way to make clips for the podcast for all you coworkers out there who just want to see highlight of the episode. And finally, I'm not proud of this one, but I just have TikTok songs just stuck in my head.
I have TikTok quotes, and every time Jenna says, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's from TikTok."
Yeah, I'm not proud of it. But I have 2 songs stuck in my head right now. Would you like to guess at them?
Apple by Charlie XCX.
Nope, don't know that one. Don't know that one.
How is it a song? Like I could play it on Spotify, or is it like trendy song?
They're both on Spotify, and I've been listening to them quite often. Both very, very hot in the streets right now. I don't know why that was funny.
I don't know. I give up.
Okay. The first one is Linger.
Linger.
Yeah, it's like the if you can return, don't let it burn. It's just some guy recorded like in like a Sirius XM, I think it is.
By the Cranberries?
That doesn't sound correct.
Oh.
Royal Otis.
Okay.
It's on Spotify as Linger Sirius XM session.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a sadder song. Yes. A sadder song that the lyrics don't really match like my life right now. However, it's catchy. It's kind of like that. And then the other one,
the
is
Cranberries
very
are
hot
the
in the
people who
streets.
originally wrote it, by the way.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
The other one's very hot in the streets. Hot to Go.
Hot to Go.
You don't know that one?
No.
HOTTOGO.
Oh.
You can
Chapel
take
Roan.
me hot to go. The song itself isn't great, but that part has just been stuck in my head all the time.
Sick.
Yeah. And then there's the parody HOTDOGS. Hot dogs are the best.
Hey, you said you'd only give me one F-bomb.
Well,
Now I got
no,
2.
that's not true. I said
What
at
is
some point
this?
I'm going to use a F-bomb.
Hey.
I didn't limit myself.
Hey, what are you, Canadian? No. What are you, fucking now?
Yeah, but I'm not proud that they're stuck in my head because there's much better music out there, like Post Malone's new country album.
I'm like
That's all I got.
on a dive right now for like trying to find songs for a wedding.
So I have a question, I guess, kind of in that area. Does your DJ? So you hire a DJ, right?
Yeah. Yes.
You do have. Okay, all right. Let me cross that off my list.
Bag is secured.
Do they recommend songs, or are they just at the mercy of you telling them what songs to play?
I've heard it go both ways. Sometimes the couple is like whatever you want to play, but I think what is important is they understand traditions or scheduled songs. So like he has, you need to play, okay to play, do not play. But that's separate from like our first dance, groomsmen entrance, bridesmaid entrances, parents entrances, like separate. But sometimes it's kind of like, yeah, like like our cocktail music. He said Michael Bublé and some jazz, and Jenna, Frank Sinatra and Bublé, and Jenna loves Michael Bublé, and she goes, "Yeah, I love that." I'm like, "All right, cool, I do too."
You think he would come on the podcast? I'd like to interview her at a wedding DJ.
Sure.
Okay. Next question. I'm going to do this once in a while, leading up to your wedding. What can I help you with? What do you need? I'm the best man. What can I take off your plate?
If you looked at our spreadsheet, I think we're totally on track. So save the dates. We'll go out a year from our actual date. So kind of just sitting pretty right now.
Right. If you
Unless
need anything,
you want to help Jenna with dress shopping, but I condone that. So
do you need help picking out a suit?
That's like January 2025 for me.
Okay.
We got time.
Just periodically on the podcast, I'm just going to ask you what you need. As your best man, I'm here for you.
Okay.
Able to take off anything off your plate. Yeah, whatever you need.
Okay.
No questions asked. No questions asked.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, I got two short ones. Obviously, podcast is released in August. Getting a sense of a back to school vibe, like counting down the days for like everybody being back to school.
That is the time of the year. Yeah.
I'm not feeling the vibe. Like usually you feel the vibe. Like Pop-Tarts were like 99 cents for like a special deal, but it was a back to school deal and it was only a limit per one box. Which let me tell you, the grocery store that I go to, I don't just buy one box. I buy like 4.
Well, that should be illegal to buy one box of Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
You should be forced to buy at least 3.
I buy 4. And sometimes I buy, the most I think I bought was like 8.
What flavors is it?
Blueberry, raspberry, and wild berry.
Okay.
Choices. I don't know why. I'm feeling down because I just don't feel the vibe. Like, I will feel the vibe when I see like the school bus or like kids being picked up at the school bus or like more heavy traffic because parents are trying to drop their kids off at school.
Yep. It's a big one.
That's always like my commute is determined during the school year of whether I get ahead of a certain bus or not on my route to work.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. Now in my new job, I work closer in that vicinity of work. So I understand like when school is in, school is out. Beforehand, I just used to know school was over when I got to work faster.
Yeah.
And then come like September, I was like, I wonder if school starts this week. It's like, yep, it did. Took me 40 minutes to get to work. Regarding back to school, some states have like 5 days where there's like no tax on school supplies.
I can't verify that or say yes or no, but interesting.
I saw multiple posts today like of the states and the days that there's no like tax to school supplies.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Way to go, governor. Anyway, last one I feel very oddly down about. Restaurants don't have enough help.
Okay.
Like, we were at a little pizza shop with my parents, first time seeing them since May. And there was literally one person running around waiting on all the tables.
That is tough.
Yeah. And like, because the shop was so small, you saw it. But then I could think of like bigger restaurants. Like, I swear when we were down in Washington, D.C. back in April, Jenna and I felt like there was only 2 people that were waiting on tables. There was both a downstairs and an upstairs.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Yeah. The only thing that stinks is like, there's no way to like fix that issue.
It's either you hire more or you pay them higher.
Yeah. Or people tip better. Just
that too.
What did you rate the pizza? You don't have to say where it was. What'd you rate it?
8.5.
Wow. Okay.
Really good.
Was it buffalo chicken?
I had buffalo chicken and meat lovers.
Oh, love a good meat lover.
Oh,
yeah.
So good.
Great pizza.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's huge. I had a leftover today for lunch. Like, it was one big slice, but technically could count as 2. It was delicious.
Girthy.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm ending it there.
This is a wild episode.
Wow.
Did not see this coming today at all. It just happened.
I think we were trying to avoid the power going out.
And we just kept rambling on and getting off track.
So find out more, beacons.ai/funnybusinesspod. You can find all of our social media and our live streams, which we are starting getting pretty consistent again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, loving the live streams every Thursday. If people don't know, Thursday around like 7:30, 8 o'clock, which is good. Mike and I alternate weeks. And then now that College Football 25 is out, if I have time during the week or weekends, I will stream. First season at JMU made the playoffs and lost at Michigan in the first round of the playoffs. It's fine. Next season. We moved the ACC. So bigger conference, special teams, special plays, special players.
That's it. Mr. Matthew.
Yes.
What is your advice for the coworkers, the good people of the funny business world?
No, I'm not going to say that.
Pay your taxes.
I was going to say pay your credit card bill, but I'm not going to say that. Make sure that if you have, this is really dumb, but I'm staring at garbage bags right now.
Okay.
Make sure you get the right size garbage bags for the right size garbage can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my advice.
That concludes today's hell of an episode. And until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.